Namaste. Welcome by this yoga class for runners. It's a Yin Yoga class. Yin kind of keeps your tendons happy, your ligaments happy, and your joints happy. If you want to know more about it, I put a link in the description. It might be nice to have a belt. It can be just a normal belt you wear in your pants and maybe a blanket. So let's get started. Okay, we're gonna get started in child's pose, meaning legs can be together, either out wide. What is the most comfortable for you? So we have a little stretch for the quadriceps, and then we're gonna come forward. Depending on your flexibility, you can be here. Either you make a pillow with your hands and you rest your head on your hands, or you can already bring in the blanket and you can just make a little pillow of the blanket and rest your head on that. So we're releasing the low back, and at the same time we're stretching the quadriceps. And in Yin Yoga we hold every pose for about 3 minutes because our connective tissue needs more time to stretch. Okay, so let's be here. Focus on your breath. Hand can be by your side, hands can be forward, whatever is comfortable for you. Make your breathing long and slow. And try to breathe all the way to your belly. We're staying here for more or less 1 more minute. Maybe also start to feel the stretch more to the tibialis anterior.
In one pose, we're targeting different muscles. Quadratus lumborum in the low back, quadriceps, tibialis. We're mainly targeting the tendons of those muscles. That's why we're not doing a warming up. Okay, next inhalation. Slowly, slowly, slowly come up. Okay, if your knees are sensitive, you want to have the blanket folded double. Left knee goes on the blanket, right foot comes forward, and we're pressing the right leg a little bit forward. So we're trying to create a stretch mostly on the iliopsoas of the left leg. Iliopsoas is the muscle bringing your leg up while running, so it's nice to stretch it out. It's attached top of the leg and then runs on the lower vertebrae. So this way we're stretching it. Hands can be on the floor. You can also rest them on your thigh or even have your hands on your thigh. See what's comfortable for you. We're staying here again for 3 minutes. You want to have a minimum stretch. Tendons we have to be careful with, ligaments we have to be careful with. So we just stretch them kind of little bit. It's a little bit the way when you have braces. Is a minimum stretch on your teeth to adjust your gum. Same with this way of stretching. Minimum stretch to keep your tendons, your ligaments happy. One more minute here. Okay, let's start bringing your hands to the floor. And now we're bending the left leg, straightening the right, and we want to create a stretch in the right hamstring. Bending over that right leg. If you keep your toes on the floor, you have a nice stretch on the front of your shin, front of your foot as well. Again, go for a little stretch, nothing crazy. One more minute here. If you feel like you can deepen the stretch, maybe bringing your upper body a little bit more towards your thigh. Or if it's too much, you're actually coming up a little bit. See what feels good for you. Your body knows best. Let your body tell you what you need. Okay, slowly come up, bend your right leg again. Now you might need your belt depending on your flexibility. We're gonna have the belt around our foot, taking it with the left hand, and we're gonna pull our left heel towards our buttocks while we're bringing our right knee above our ankle again. So we're going more for a quadricep stretch. If you have the flexibility, you can just do it with your hand as well. See what works for you. Options: right hand on the floor, right hand on the thigh. One more minute here. Okay, slowly let go of the left foot. Left hand to the floor. Right knee next to the left knee. Maybe shake out your legs for a moment. And then we're gonna bring the left foot to the front of the mat. And we hang a little bit forward. So we're now trying to create a stretch on the right thigh. Again, hands can be on the knees, hands can be on the floor, or elbows can be on the thigh, depending on your flexibility.
And we're mostly working the iliopsoas. So we want to feel it kind of like high on that right thigh. So the more we bring the upper body up straight, the more you will feel it also next to the lowest vertebrae. Might feel a little bit uncomfortable. The thing with Yin Yoga is it feels good the day after. The beginning, when you do the practice yourself, is not so comfortable. The day after, it feels really nice. Don't worry, the more you do it, the more it will start to feel nice the moment you're doing it. One more minute. Make your choice. Maybe backing off a little bit, maybe deepening the poses. Maybe you can even bring that upper body a little bit more up. And we're gonna move to the hamstring stretch, so the hands go to the floor. We're straightening the left leg, bending over the left thigh. And again, we're trying to keep the toes on the floor, so we also want to have a stretch on the muscles on the front of our left leg. Hands can be on the floor, maybe on the fingertips, maybe you're even higher up. Your flexibility decides where you are.
One more minute here. Make your choice. Either bringing that upper body closer to your thigh for a deeper stretch, either backing out of it a little bit. And then we slowly come up. We're bending the left knee, either using your belt or, if you make it, with your right hand, grabbing the right ankle and bringing the right heel towards your glutes, hanging a little bit forwards. And now we're focusing more on the quadriceps. So we've done this pose twice, one with the leg on the floor, focusing on the iliopsoas, and with the leg in our hand, we're working the quadriceps. One more minute here. Okay, slowly let go of the right foot. Right hand to the floor, left hand to the floor, left knee next to the right, and maybe shaking out the legs a little bit. We're gonna focus on the calf muscles, so the blanket can go for now. Hands are on the floor, toes are in the mat, we are on all fours, and we're gonna lift up our buttocks in the sky. And then we're bending the right leg and we're really pushing that left heel to the floor. So you want to feel the stretch around your calf, maybe a little bit in the back of your knee, maybe a little bit above your Achilles tendon. Both feet can be next to each other. Either you're just bending the right leg a little bit, but really push that left heel to the floor. Hard pose to do. So be only holding it for about 2 minutes.
Last few breaths. And changing around, so bringing the right heel to the floor. Left leg can be bent, left leg can be almost straight, but really focus on having the stretch in that right calf. You can rest your right hand on the floor. I have a frozen shoulder, so my right hand is a little bit off the floor. Last couple of breaths. Okay, bend both knees go to the floor. Then we curl our toes underneath and we come and sit up our heels. This one is called pins and needles. You probably will find out why it's called pins and needles. So you have the plantar fasciitis underneath your feet, kind of this connective tissue. And when we run a lot, it becomes tight, so we have to stretch that as well. This is a nice pose, not a nice pose. This is a good pose to actually stretch out that tissue. Make sure your toes are curled under and see what's doable for you. It's a hard one. Couple of breaths more if you're okay with it. Okay, then hands go to the floor. Feet flat on the floor, and maybe you want to tap your feet for a moment on the floor. Get some life again in your feet. We cross our ankles. Come sit on our butt. Bring our feet forward. Soles of our feet are kind of together and your feet are pretty far away so that when your head comes forward, your head is hanging above your feet. We're going to come forward and we're trying to create again a stretch in the low backs, but also a little bit a stretch in the glutes. You're as far as you are. You can rest your head in your hands. If you make it, you can make a pillow of your hands and rest your head there. If you're somewhere up here, you're somewhere up here. Everything is fine. So this works the muscles along your spine, giving them a nice stretch, but it also works the gluteus maximus and a little bit your adductors
at the inside of your legs as well. Last couple of breaths here. And we come slowly up. We're gonna stretch our legs out, opening them up a little bit, laying down. Hands are on the side of the body, palms are facing up. And we're just here. And we're gonna focus on our breath, breathing in through our nose, breathing out through our nose, but mainly trying to breathe into our belly. So we want to feel our belly rising when we breathe in, and we want to feel it falling when we breathe out. The more we focus on our breath, the more we calm our nervous system, the slower our heart rate. So this is also a good exercise for your long runs and for your low heart rate runs. Slowly move something with your toes and your fingers, bringing some awareness back to your body. Maybe bringing your arms overhead to give yourself a stretch. Rolling over to one side. And then with the help of your hands, slowly come back to seated. Keeping your eyes closed for a moment.
Bring your palms together, front of your chest. Bow your head towards your chest. Rub the palms of your hands together, creating some heat. Place them over your eyes. Feel the heat going from your hands towards your eyes. Open your eyes in the darkness of your hands. Spread your fingers to let some light in. And bring your hands down again. Thank you for practicing. You've done something good for your muscles. You especially done something good for your tendons, for your ligaments, for your joints. The more flexible they are, the more forgiving they are when you run, especially when you run trails. Okay, that's it for this video. Keep on running.